prep face kind of coming in. See that? But anyway, on the last video, you guys ran it up because at the beginning of the video, I asked you guys to drop a like and a comment, and everyone just came out in massive numbers and liked the video and commented on it. And because of that, it ended up doing really well. So we're closing in on 100,000 subscribers. I would like to hit it before I compete. That's my goal. So if you wouldn't mind just liking the video, it takes 2 seconds, and dropping a comment if you want to. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would really appreciate that. So enjoy the video. Today is a very special day. Today, I get a Dunkin' Donuts coffee cake. Now that might not be a big deal to you because maybe you just wake up and get Dunkin' Donuts coffee cake whenever you want. But to me, I have been eating the food equivalent of cardboard for the past 4 weeks or so. There's only so much you can do to make tilapia, chicken, stuff like that taste good. Kyle said, you know, it's time for a refeed. I got a leg day today, so he wants me to be fully carbed up. And then we're gonna hit what I assume is gonna be a very intense leg day. Do another 30 minutes of posing, which we've been doing every day while he's been here. We've been doing like 15 minutes in the morning, and then 30 minutes at the gym, and then 15 minutes at night. But on the plus side, it's a beautiful day. Bugs all over my windshield. I'm getting my car detailed as soon as I get home. We're gonna film this Q&A and then get to the gym. Sir Kyle, got you a present.
What'd you get me?
I got you the same thing I got.
Really?
Yeah, you're getting a leg pump too, come on man. There should be 2 coffee cakes. Hopefully they didn't fuck it up.
What if there's not?
I don't know.
There's 1.
Oh, tough day for you, pal.
1 for me, 0 for you. I've changed my mind.
Oh yeah.
They look glorious.
Oh yeah.
You heat them up in the microwave? What kind of fat kid are you?
Wait, of course I'm gonna heat them up. I'm waiting though. Just give me a sec, man. My coffee cake. First bite. Oh, it's so... Oh my, it has this nice little interior to it.
You're very proper.
I know, because I don't want it to stick to my hands. I want every single molecule of it to get into my mouth.
How is it?
Look how happy he is.
You're smiling? Wow.
Oh my gosh. I haven't seen that
That's
smile
so
in
good.
so long.
A lot of mixed emotions
Kyle,
today.
how do you feel about it?
I feel good. This is before we train leg.
It's about to get burnt off anyway. Because we're training legs, but boy does it feel good right now. How many grams of carbs in this, do you know?
85.
85? So this with the rice is like 150,
grams.
160 grams of carbs or something?
130. I gave you 50 grams from rice, right? 160.
No, you gave me one. Oh yeah, that's only 50 grams of carbs.
So you have 130.
Bye, Milo. Ah, look at her. The wheels look so much nicer now that they've been cleaned. I'm getting them powder coated black, and I'm getting the paint calipers painted red. Wait, what?
What is this?
What?
It's a scratch.
Oh, damn! You guys scared me, bro. It's just a little ding. There's a little ding, man.
Just a little ding.
It's a little ding.
Big.
What's the name of your car?
I don't have a name for my car.
Pick one now. Hurry up. 3,
Richard.
2. It's gotta be a girl. 3, 2.
Stacy. Yeah, get in, bro. Yeah, you're good?
Are you? I got more room.
Yeah, you still heard. You're
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It's okay, King. All right, there you go.
You still got room, right? I'm so excited. This shit is $2,000.
Alright, James got me a birthday gift.
Real quick interruption for a message from my sponsor, Young LA. There is going to be a huge sale the day after you see this video. It's going to be 25% off everything on the site. So that's on June 7th, Tuesday, June 7th, for 5 hours from 3 p.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. Eastern time. The entire site is going to be 25% off with a code. So like my code, instead of being 10% off or whatever it normally is, I think it's 15% off normally, but it will now be 25% off. And there's going to be a huge restock to go along with it. So a bunch of pieces that you guys have been waiting for to restock are going to be restocked, and they're going to be on sale. So use code JAM, please. Dude, I got you this sick shot glass, bro. Check it out.
Oh shit! Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it was available for pickup today.
No
you
way.
Asked, yeah, at Best
Bro,
Buy.
literally today I was like,
Because you asked me, and
No,
I'm
I know.
like, I didn't know what to get you because it's hard to buy you gifts. So I was like, nah, that would be perfect. That way we don't have to share the lens anymore.
dude, that's fucking insane. Wait, but I owe you half of it.
No, I mean, not really. It's a
I owe you
birthday
half of
present.
it.
It's a birthday
because we
present.
split that one.
We did, but that's
Yeah,
a
it would be
birthday
only-
present. So you own that one.
Bro,
now.
no, thank you, bro. Get me
Yeah,
up.
you're welcome,
Get me
bro.
up.
Bro, I finally got Brandon a birthday present. That's what I was doing. I stopped at Best Buy. Guess what I got him?
Something Best Buy.
Yeah. Camera related.
A camera?
No, I got him a G Master, this exact lens. Because it was out of stock everywhere. And we've been sharing this lens. Me and him have been sharing this lens. So I got him one.
I didn't realize that I was using that lens when I was... Oh no, I was using Joe's. Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, now you have two.
Yeah. This shit, dude, I didn't realize the fucking G Master was so pricey. It's a good ass lens.
You know there's a version 2 now, and it's like a slightly smaller and slightly faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like
so
faster
Yeah, so
autofocus?
you'll have to upgrade now is what I'm saying.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I can tell this is Monster Cat. Pretty female vocals before the
Oh,
EDM
yeah.
drop
Yeah,
in.
this is Monster Cat. All right, we're good then.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so we want to keep this video. I requested that they put on Monster Cat because that's uncopyrighted for me. I pay to have a Monster Cat subscription, so we should be able to keep this workout raw, which I've been wanting to do for a while, is have like a raw, mostly unedited workout. Show like basically every set. Obviously we'll speed up some of the sets, but for the most part, just like raw training footage. That's about all the fucking mobility I got here. Actually, a little extended.
Do abductors first.
Abductors first? Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good, how you doing? Pretty good. Good. I'll prep. Prep's good. I got it. How you going? Look at the sheer leg, the leg height of the thigh. Look at that shit. We want to see if your calf is bigger than her thigh. It is, bro. No, it actually is.
For being fat, baby.
Twinge just a little bit, and all I have to do is change my foot placement a little, rotate them out, rotate them in, whatever, and it kind of fixes itself. But yeah, my knees haven't been too much of an issue anymore, luckily.
Well, I'm trying to wrap it here.
What?
Hold on. And then go. Don't let it wrap it. Control it.
What? Already.
Have good intention behind every rep.
Do it again?
Yeah, do it again, but yeah, squeeze the top and then pause the bottom.
Where am I pausing the bottom?
Pause there. Think of what's engaging, and then squeeze.
And yeah, there you go. Both. Ah! Ah! My adductors are weak. Like as a hip extensor, my adductors are strong, but in terms of hip adduction, because they serve two roles, hip extension and adduction. Extension, it's strong.
I always feel it more if I actually take my feet off the pad and keep them in the air. It makes it super fucking hard. That's all adductor. Oh, damn. Can you put them in the air a little bit and then pose?
Squeeze glutes if they come together?
Top squeeze.
Okay.
Try to mesh the pads together. You go, like slam them together. There you go. And then control the eccentric. Set a good tempo and just keep working like that. Come on, man. I told you to come back.
It wasn't like super hard, but they're definitely pumped.
6. I like the bicep. Come on. 9. 2 2 more. 11, 1 more. Good.
Damn, bro. He's almost full stack in that bitch. There's so many gay dudes.
Push your foot on it. Push it. With your foot. Hold it with your foot. Hold it. Push it together more.
What?
Push it.
I'm fucking.
Toward me, motherfucker. Thank you. Let go. Move your arm.
Huh?
Move your foot.
Move my foot now?
Yes. Look.
Damn, bro.
When I go and to get out,
I never had to
just
spot
push your
an
foot there.
adductor machine before.
I just need you to hold your foot so I can get out.
Alright.
God, I almost fucking died. I almost ripped my shit off.
Bro's powerlifting on the adductor machine.
He looks so confused.
Got squat, bench, deadlift, adductor machine.
Yeah, well, it's just too hard. And I don't like.
No, I know.
Otherwise, it'll break. I ain't trying to break something.
Dude, that's like insane. I was doing like, I think 90.
And for like 12, it was pretty tough. That's 210. Alright, I did 90 last time. He wants me to do go up 2, so I'm doing 130 this time. Which is almost a 50% jump, so it's gonna be tough.
Come on, man. Aggressive.
Oh.
1, 2,
Come on, James.
3. Good tempo. Come on. Squeeze the glutes to the top. 4. Come on, man. 5. Lean back. 6. Come on, lay back, lay back, lay back. Again.
Come on, James.
Use your hands, Jeff. Don't give a fuck. Give me 10. Come on. 8. Use them as you need them. 9. 1 more. 10. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Thank you.
Come on. 4. 5. You're not to be halfway. Come on, man. 6. Aggressive. 7. 8. Come on, James. 9. 3, James. 3 weeks. Come on. 10. 11. 1 more. 12. Good. Yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Woo!
3, 2. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. All right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Keep it going. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna drop you.
Oh, yep. Put your foot on this machine. Okay. You got it?
Yep.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. All right, you're good. 2, 3. 3 at least. Let's just have each one. Oh. 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 Arch. Yes. Help me. Okay. All right, you're good. Let go. You almost fucking killed me again. You're good, you're good, you're good. Again, control it up slowly. Slight pause. Try to think where it's pulling from, right from your glute. 10. Don't worry about what number you're at, just keep going. 3.
Come on.
4.
Squeeze the top and slow on the way down. Squeeze, slow.
You're good, you're done.
Okay.
Kind of.
She was about to go to failure, and she ended up doing like another 10 reps.
Oh. Ah.
Come on.
Oh.
Let's go. Keep it going.
Push it. One more.
Got it.
Okay, hold it. All right.
Yeah.
7, slow. 8. Come on, man. 9. Lock in. 10. Don't rush. 11. Make these count. Don't rush these. People rush these. Don't rush them. 12. There you go.
Keep it going. Come on.
Okay. Hold it.
The old talking fuck right here. Looking kind of flamboyant.
4. Tap me lightly. 5. 6. Slow. 10. Keep it moving. Lock in. 11. Come on,
James,
bro.
come on.
1. Hold it. Again. 2. 3. Again. Come on. Stay in there. 4. 5. One more. Last one. Good. Done.
So
Motherfucker says I can't. Tries to get out. Stays in and gets 3 more. How's that work?
3 more.
And then you try to come up
with Kyle going like.
I didn't even touch the weight. I wasn't touching. I promise. No, I swear to God, I had my hand on it.
Run the clip back.
It looked like I was. I was more concerned with my hand breaking because you kept coming up and not controlling the weight.
This is harder at the top. Oh,
Yeah, this is the only machine that we can load the top portion. There's no other leg machine that you could ever load that concentric portion. The top, like a leg press or a squat, when you stand at the top or lock out, there's no tension.
Exactly.
This is all tension. So for you in your head, you're just posing every rep. Control it down.
Feeling
4. Good, bro. 7. All about detail now. Come on. 8. 9.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
11. One more.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
Yeah.
Keep going. You stop when I say 7. Keep moving, baby. 8. Come on. 9. Let's go. Again. 10. Give me two. 11. One more. One more. Good rep here. Go. Good job.
Oh, fuck.
Just watch this when I do it, all right? Don't let it fall off.
Come on.
I'm ready.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go. 1. 2. Come on. 2 more. Come on. Dig deep. Come on. 11. Let's go. Squeeze. Slow down. Good. All right, let's go. Get it. Come on. 9. Let's go. We got 5 more. Let's go. 2. Come on. 3 more. 3. 4. Slow on the way down. 5. Slow.
Pull it.
4. 5. Come on.
Okay.
There you go.
Pull one more. Thank you, sir. Give me a 2-second hold at the top, right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hold.
Yeah, count 2 at the top.
All right. 1, 2, down. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000 down. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000 down. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000 down. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000.
Awesome.
Let's go. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000.
You're up, buddy.
Oh yeah?
I hope you enjoy this one. So, what we're gonna do here, you know exactly what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
What I want you to pay attention to is you will get to a point where you're not gonna be able to do a full rep. you're not going to get the full range of motion. Don't stop. Don't like reset and try to continue doing full range of motion when you can't do it. Just continue with the partials. Keep tension on the muscle, because once you break tension, the set's over. All right? So just no matter what, lock in. If you're going to wiggle, I'll throw you back. Just like stay in the set. Oh. Nice and slow. 5. Stay strong, James. Come on. 7.
Come on,
8.
James.
Don't rush. Don't rush.
Come on.
All the way up. Now go. 9. One more.
Don't break
All the way
it.
up.
Come on, James.
10. Good. 9. That's fine. Just touch me. 10. 5 like that. 1. Slow, slow, slow. 2. 3. 2 and done. 1. 2. Good. Go. Come on, go. Let's go, bro. Come on, big food after this. Come on. This is the difference. You want to win, James. Come on. Lock in. Come on, buddy. 1. If I didn't think you could do it, I wouldn't be here. 2. Kick me in the face. 3. Come on, James. 5. Come on, James. 6. There you go. Keep it moving, James. 7. Come on, man. 8. Stay locked in. Keep those hips down. Come on. Let's go. I got you.
Fight.
9.
Fight.
Come on. 10.
Come on, James.
11. Let's go. 12. 13. 7. 6 more. Slow. 5. Slow down. 4.
Come on.
3. 2. 1. Good. Good. Come on.
I need to get to the rest.
Go.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Let's go. Come on, bro. Don't break the set. This is the point of the set. It's the volume. That's it. Slow down. Slow down. You're strong, bro. Come on, bro. 8. 9. Keep the hips down. Keep the hips down. 10. 5. Tuck me. 1. Come on. 2.
Go, James.
3. 1 more. 10 reps, 2-second hold. Go. Come on. 2. Count with me. 1, 2. 1, 3.
Come on, James.
1, 4. Don't give up on yourself. 1, 5. 1, 6. With me. 1, 7. You got 3 and you're done. 1, 8. Come on. 1, 9. Last one. Make it count. Make it count. Make it count. 1, 10.
Nah, she's going through this shit. On the way down, all right?
Slow. Don't rush.
Squeeze at the top.
5.
Come on.
7.
Come on.
Again.
Come on. 3 more.
Come on. All the way up.
Yes, you fucking can. Come on.
Breathe. Come on.
Come on.
5.
6.
Get it
Let's
up.
go.
You got 5 right. Give me 5. 1.
1.
Just move it. 2. Just hit me lightly. 3. Hit me.
Come on.
Gianna, come on. 4. You
Gianna,
said you
come
want
on.
this. Do you really want it or not?
There you go.
Come on.
Come on.
Gianna, you gotta push. You gotta push. It's easy to give up.
I felt the same way. Let's go.
Go. 4. 5.
Squeeze at the top.
6.
Squeeze. Let's go.
7. 1. 5. You got at least 5. 1. 6. Breathe.
Come on.
1. 9. Again. 1. 10. 5 and done. 5 and done. Stay in there.
Let's go.
1. 11.
2 more. 2 more.
1. 4. Last one. 1. 5.
I had tears in my eyes. That's by far the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
No, that was the hardest set I think I've ever done. In terms of, not in terms of strength, obviously I've done harder like PRs, 1 rep maxes, or like rep PRs, but in terms of my brain signaling my body to stop because there was so much lactic acid and burning sensation, that was the most I've ever had to overcome that feeling, and it's not even close. That is not right. That is not right. You feel that, no homo.
It's ribbed. I mean, brother got ribbed legs.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Old man knees, baby.
Wait, lidocaine, that's like numbing cream, right?
Yeah.
That's numbing cream, yeah?
No, I just have a lot of like knee problems sometimes. That's why I'm a leg press. Like I structure it so like I have less tension, like less pressure on my joints. I used to squat a lot. I can't squat it. I can, but it won't end well.
It's actually so fucked, man.
Average leg day enjoyer.
Definitely not.
Oh.
Go, Kyle.
Lord. No. Yo, Jamie, come on. You got a show to win or no?
I'm a social creature.
Yeah, social creature gonna get you second place.
Nah, nothing's getting me second place. You seen these legs? You seen these wheels, baby?
Nice and slow. Feel it. 2. Slow her down. 9. Come on. Don't rush. 10. Pause and go. 11. 12. 13. 2. Stay tight. 14, last one. Make this count. Don't cheat yourself. All right, you're good. There you go. Come on. Let's go. 2. Don't rush. Last one.
My hammer, or my whatever they're called, sore from the drop set.
Whatever they're called.
I
think they're called quads.
Oh. Oh. Yep. And let's. Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'm not doing 7th place for 15. I'll die. I mean, the weight will fall on me and I'll fucking die, but.
There's no reason you can't get this, bro. There's no reason you can't. I'll be disappointed if you don't. I'll be honest. Prove to yourself. Let's work, buddy. Head back.
Let's go, James.
Let's get this shit.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Attack it. Control it down. Control it.
Yeah.
Don't rush. 2. Yes, sir, James. 3. 4. Control it, bro. Control it. 5. Yes, sir. Stick halfway. Please slow down. Please slow down. Own the weight. Yes, sir. 8. Come on. There you go. 9. Come on. Yes, sir. Deep breath. Come on. Lock in. Head back. Drive. Yes, sir. Come on. Again. Slight pause and go. Good job.
Come on now. Good. Keep that depth. Come on. Good. Let's go. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going.
One more. Go. Yep. Oh. Okay. Okay. Come on, James. Get 3. Nice and slow. Get to that oh shit point. Yep. 8. Right back down.
Come on, James.
Slight pause and go.
Come on.
Again. Finish. All right, buddy. You're good.
All right, this is Kyle's first sake bomb. So yeah, exactly like that. Optics like that. The thinner you put it, the harder it is to knock it down. So you gotta be careful.
So I should put it in or no?
Yeah, you just gotta.
Bro, I can't go anywhere. I'm shaking. That's all it's getting.
So then we go. I think you go. There's
Sake.
You go sake. Wait, do you smash it on the end?
You go. No, I think each sake you go like you go
so
sake.
and then when it falls, you gotta chug it because it's gonna fucking make a mess. Okay?
Same time?
Yeah, we do it together. Ready?
So sake.
Yeah, you gotta yell it too.
How loud?
At top of your lungs. It's Wednesday night, bro. It's fucking Wednesday
Scream
night.
it, bro.
10
All
o'clock.
right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Round
Sake
1?
bomb. Yeah.
Round 1.
Please no more rounds that loud. God, I hope this audio works. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a peaceful Q&A with Sir Kyle and myself. So we're just gonna get into some questions that you guys asked. I posted a picture on my Instagram, and you guys actually had some great questions for him. So let's get right into it.
First one better be a good one.
Oh, I gotta find a good one?
Yeah. Start
All right.
off good.
Let's start it off controversial. One
boy.
thing that irritates you about each other. You got to tell me one thing that irritates you about me, and vice versa.
Just one thing?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a list, I guess you can go through the list.
Your sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That'd
that's
be number
something
one.
that irritates me about myself too. So
Yeah.
that's completely fair. For me, is that you won't give me peanut banana. At what age did Kyle start training?
Like for bodybuilding, I guess, right?
Yeah, for bodybuilding.
Pretty much when I was, my first time in the gym, I went to Planet Fitness. Shout out to good old Planet at 18. So that's when I started, and then I didn't do my first show for, I tried to do a show, I was kind of heavy, tried to cut down, didn't look the part, so I pulled out. And then I just kept at it.
Was that the first time you went in a gym or the first time you started bodybuilding?
First time I went in the gym, I was 18. And
Okay.
Then, yeah, it wasn't pretty sight.
Is James the most demanding client you've ever had?
No, I've had some very, I presume by demanding, you guys mean like,
Ask you for a shit ton of
yeah,
stuff.
so I would say no. Yeah, I think you asked me for what's needed, and as prep has went on, I guess the one thing that would have bothered me is if you didn't ask certain questions, I would take it as like, you're wasting your time and mine, you know? But you've asked the right questions at the right time. You can ask more questions for sure. I've had people that are very demanding, let's say, and 16 weeks out.
They're like asking a million questions.
Every day it's a question. They text me like I'm their friend, you know? So.
Yeah, I mean, I ask like viable questions, but for the most part, the plan that he sends is like 16 pages long, and it basically covers every base. So sometimes, like, if I have a question about something, sure, I'll ask it, but for the most part, just look at the plan, and as long as you follow the plan, you're good. Hardest part about prep, I mean, we can both answer that. For me, I'll go first, is just cravings, really. The hunger's not that bad. I can deal with being hungry, and I usually feel good after having a meal. The hunger goes away. But just in terms of craving, especially fatty foods, I don't really crave sweets that much. I just crave like hamburgers and stuff. Like a nice, like savory fatty is really what it is for me. So that's what I'm looking forward to having after my show. What about you? What's the hardest part? I'm just gonna make sure the audio is good, but you can talk.
Yeah, so I would agree with the food for sure. That could be challenging. And manipulating and getting through those weeks that are, you know, where you're low on food is very challenging for anyone, right? Even the best. So not to piggyback off that, I would say the toughest thing is based on, I guess, how long you're prepping for, you miss a lot of opportunities in life, you know? Having that balance between, if you're prepping in the summer, all your friends are going out and stuff.
Right.
And you kind of, if you want to be good at this, you really need to be selfish and buckle down. So participating in all that stuff is oftentimes, it contradicts the goal at hand. So can you do it? Sure. It's usually very problematic. You know, if you're partying 2 weeks out, I wouldn't say you're going to do your best.
Right. I mean, luckily for me, I'm pretty chill. Like even in the off season, I don't really care about clubbing all that much. So yeah, of course there were a few times where I would have liked to go out. For the most part, for me, it's missing out on stuff like dinners with friends. I don't really care about missing the club. It's kind of whatever. But missing, like, if everyone goes out and gets sushi, I kind of just have to stay home because there's no point in me going out and not eating. Like, I'm just going to be torturing myself, so.
And just to add to that, so like, I think some people have this misconception where they can't participate and like go out. You can bring your own meal to a restaurant, right?
Yeah,
you
can.
might not want to, but as far as people that, you know, if you lock yourself in your room for 16 weeks, I don't think that's good. So I think there needs to be some balance where you're not going out every night, but you can, if you like clubbing, that's your thing, you want to party, you can go and just stay sober, right?
Yeah.
That's a plausible solution.
Right. How does one get their metabolism primed?
So I think it starts with being consistent, you know, following an approach where on a daily basis for a number of weeks, you are very in tune with what you're eating. You're not using a macro-based approach. Typically, it's not the most ideal for getting someone's calories up, right? Just because if you eat, let's just say more of your caloric consumption comes from carbohydrates, depending on your body type, you may be a person that retains a lot of water, right? So if you're water and you're soft and then psychologically that messes you up a bit, you're not going to be able to stay to that diet, right? So I think it depends on having a plan that's for the individual where they can follow it. And then over time, the goal is, if you're really following something year round especially, and there's no show at hand, you don't have to diet down, you should be able to increase your calories eating clean food and maintain the same composition, just like in a reverse. So the same thing as a prep when you're cutting down body fat, it's the reciprocal, right? You are now increasing your calories, trying to keep as minimal fat from being accrued in your off season.
Right. Yeah, and like in the off season, obviously, like I was honest with Kyle. I'm like, look, I'm only really following the off season bulk, like 80%. And he's like, honestly, 80% is fine. Like, as long as you're doing like pretty much the plan, but you have a cheat meal here and there, and it's not like a complete shit cheat meal. Like if you go out and get Chipotle, that's not that bad, assuming it's like, you know, a pretty healthy bowl. But if you go out and get like 5 large pizzas, that's not good.
Yeah.
So the bulk, you have a little more freedom, especially if you're someone who doesn't get fat easily. Sure. But on prep, especially after like the 8 weeks out mark, you really have to be like 99.9% on plan. Could James tolerate more gear than he's on now? That's kind of a broad question.
Could you tolerate? I mean, anybody define tolerate, like be okay? Yes, I think you're on a very conservative doses, and that's going to keep you healthy long term, which is the goal, because like James and anyone else under my tutelage, I guess, I know bodybuilding isn't like forever. You're going to get an age, whether you're 25, maybe after this show, you don't want to bodybuild anymore, you just want to look good and maintain a certain look. And if you're sitting there blasting away and never caring about blood work or anything like that, you really take years off your life, and you know, that'll hit you when you're 40, 45, 50.
Right. That's why for this prep, like I could run more stuff and maybe I would look sicker, but the way I see it, and something if you guys watch Derek, what he says a lot is you only have so many cycles in the tank. Like you can only do so many cycles before you just start to get fried and burnt out. And if you have to run a whole laundry list of shit for your first show, what are you gonna do for your second show? Yeah. Like you gotta go up from there. So I would rather start low and just take training and diet really seriously. And then one day if I get to like, you know, whatever stage I get to, that's when I can start upping the gear. But right now I just don't need it. Yeah. And I don't wanna, you know, waste a big cycle this early on.
I think like a little goes a long way, right? And depending on the compounds someone uses, sure, if you have it at a higher threshold, 8 to 10 weeks out, you'll expedite progress. But again, there's certain cosmetic drugs that you want to put in at the very end and maybe increase them for a week or two to where it's safer, right? Because it's not going to pretend that it's healthy or you can't have any risk, but you want to minimize the risk when you have the opportunity.
Like MAST, for example. MAST, if you're running Masteron 12 weeks out, all that really does is harden you. And if you're 12 weeks out, you still have a good amount of fat, it's not really going to do anything for you. The whole point is that you're already lean, you're already kind of dry, and MAST is really going to help bring out the definition. So it's stuff like that. Someone asked, what supplements you running 4 weeks out? So in terms of actual supplements, I'm going to do a video on that, because I actually do have a laundry list of like dietary supplements that I take. But in terms of gear, that's obviously what you're curious about. I'm still running 500 tests per week, 150 tren per week, and then I take 3/4 of an Anavar per day, which I think is 18.75. So I split it up into 3 doses. As soon as I wake up, pre-workout, and then right before bed. And then for like the last 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks of prep, I'm gonna run Halo, which is a hardening agent. And that's probably it. Like I said, I'm not trying to throw everything at this first show. Later shows, obviously, it's probably going to go up a little bit, but maybe not. We'll see. How to bridge the gap between intermediate to advanced in terms of training and nutrition.
So is this like...
How to kind of get to that next level in terms of, like, how do you go from intermediate to advanced? What changes in terms of training and nutrition? Is it just a time aspect, or is it also like a...
I think like anything, it takes years. Like if you're in school studying something, what you learn year 1 versus year 10, right, are different. So it's accumulated knowledge, and then I think where you can really separate yourself is if you are applying what you learned in the textbook and realizing things aren't black and white. Just because the textbook says it has to, there is a gray area when it comes to bodybuilding, you know, and that's the easiest way I can put it. Training-wise, just always be open to new ideas, and I don't mean try different exercises every week, because that alone is not going to get you very far. But I don't know, I just never go into the gym or wake up and say, oh, I know everything. Sometimes I'll try to understand why someone's doing something, and maybe they don't know what they're doing, but ultimately I try to always have an open mind that what can I learn today.
Did young Kyle and Jam ever think they would be in the position they are in today?
Want me to go first?
Sure.
No, not at all. I mean, growing up, I think I told you I did a paper on steroids, and you know, I didn't really like the gym at all, and then I got rid of athletics in my life and pursued education. I found the gym to be challenging. I didn't need a team, right? I could just count on myself to wake up, go to the gym, depending what I eat. And I was never a kid that was in shape. So unlike your gymnastic background and being in good shape, I was always like a fatter kid, you know? So I found fun in that realm. So I never looked into it as something I was going to do for my career. I studied something totally different and kind of just fell into my lap, and I enjoy it. So, you know, as cliche as it is, when you find something you really enjoy and you can
Never
make a
work
living.
a day in your life.
Yeah, so like I really enjoy like trips like this. I never thought I would be sitting next to Mr. Jam, but you know, life works in its own ways.
Yeah. As for me, no, I didn't think I would be in this position. I always wanted to be successful in some way. Ever since I was young, I just knew that I just didn't want to like work a 9 to 5. But once I started going to school for computer science, I realized, it took me a couple years to realize it, but I was like, well, shit, I'm going to be working a 9 to 5 if I continue this. And at the same time, fitness really started to pick up. So it was like I kind of fell out of love with school, and I really saw this opportunity with fitness. And then, you know, fast forward 2 years and we're here. So no, I didn't think it would work out in exactly this way, but I always like wanted to be successful in whatever field I went into. How do you deal with James swaying away from his diet almost every day? See, I just want to preface this answer by saying that like a lot of this comes from when I was like 12 weeks, 10 weeks out. And I had one video where I ran out of Rice Krispie treats. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm out of Rice Krispies. I was supposed to have 3 pre-workout, but I just had a Pop-Tart instead. And I'm like, well, it's the same amount of carbs. I'll pick up Rice Krispies tomorrow. And every other meal of that day was on point, except for the little Rice Krispie thing, pre-workout. And everyone in the comments was like, bro, you're such a bad client. Dude, what's your issue? It's like, guys, I wouldn't do that now. Now I'm like very on point. But at the time, it's like, either was going to have 0 carbs, or I was going to have the amount of carbs Kyle wanted me to have, just not Rice Krispies. So recently, I think I've been pretty solid.
Yeah, no, you've improved, and I guess like in an ideal scenario, would he have followed everything day one? Yes, but as I learn about James, more so this week than any other week combined, I realized if I had I forced him to adhere to the plan precisely day one and said, hey, if you can't follow this, like kick rocks, you wouldn't have made it. Yeah. Because that would have broken you, because you're a first-time competitor. But that excuse aside, I know how your lifestyle is, and you were still making progress. It wasn't like you weren't making progress. If it got to that point, just like as we're coming up on a very key 3 weeks out, that's when I'm going to say, listen, like now we really have to be, like I'm telling you what to eat, you're telling me how you're feeling, and like that's how we're going to go. Whereas if I did that 12 weeks out, sure, maybe you'd be a little further ahead, but I think mentally you would have quit. This wouldn't have been for you and not enjoyable. And that I want to make this as enjoyable as it is. It gets hard, as you know, but I mean, just yesterday we took the best pictures of your life, right?
I mean, yeah, we did. We did. And I think like obviously the last 4 weeks are the most important weeks. So it's like if I like sticking to the plan then, it's kind of something in my head flipped at the 4 weeks out point. I had been sticking to the plan like 95% up to that point, but as soon as it hit 4 weeks out, I was like, all right, Kyle's been telling me this is crunch time. Now it's crunch time. Like, this is it. So since then, it's been very, like, we've been posing like 3 times a day. I've been getting all my cardio in. I haven't been snacking or anything like that. Not that I was really doing that prior to this, but like anytime I did kind of slip up, for the most part, I would tell Kyle about it. Like when I lost my Instagram like 3-4 weeks ago, I hadn't eaten in like hours, and I was just in obviously a fucking horrible mood talking to all these people trying to get my account back. And I went and got Chick-fil-A. And I got a Chick-fil-A Deluxe, and I got some nuggets. And that shit was, it was immaculate. It was delicious. And I told Kyle, and I'm like, listen, I'll be honest, this is what I did. I'll switch out I'll just
I won't have my high-fat meal today because I already had this meal, and I'll just eat the other meals. And obviously, he wasn't like thrilled about it, but he wasn't like pissed.
I didn't
He
yell
was
at you.
like, yeah, no, you were like, all right, I get it. I get that you've been like going through some shit. Let's just get back on track, and like you'll be fine. So I think if you are with the coach or whatever, just be honest. If you do fuck up, and you have a good coach is not going to make you feel like complete shit for going off plan. They're gonna try to guide you back on track. So, who is better at sticking to the plan, Jam or Ant? I think we know the answer to this.
Yeah, I think we know the answers to that one.
Kyle's favorite cheat meal.
I love burger and fries and cookies. That's the number one. Yeah, I can't really go wrong there.
Do you still get sore from workouts?
Yeah, I think you always get sore. I mean, that's not a direct correlation to how effective a workout is, but
That's true.
if you do things in reverse, let's say you squat into your workout, or your frequency increases over the course of the week of how many times you hit that body part, yeah, you'll get sore, you know?
Yeah, I think that obviously the longer you train, the less sore you're gonna get. It doesn't mean you're not growing. It just means your muscle is not like screaming for help after every single workout.
Yeah.
But if I were to take like 2 weeks off of the gym and then go back and have a very intense workout, I would get very sore for sure. How much is Kyle's coaching?
So that answer varies depending on if someone commits to a month, quarterly,
You're good. Keep going.
6 months, a year, right? I try to give incentives for people. You know, when I first got into coaching, I didn't do it as my primary source of income. I did it because I enjoyed helping people, taking people from maybe crappy situations, and helping them reach their goal, whether that's a stage, just to get in shape for a wedding, vacation, what have you. So, you know, my rates could be higher for sure. And now as I get to a point where I'm happy with the income I have from it, you know, and it gets to a point to where how effective I can be as a coach. And like, I know I never want someone to feel like a number. Like, hey, you forgot about me. Do I miss emails sometimes? Yes, I'll be the first to say that. I'm not gonna lie and say I get back to someone perfectly, right? If someone's in prep and they're a competitor, they understand the difference between being in prep and off season. You know, if your plan changes every day in an off season,
Yeah.
I'm doing something wrong or I'm trying to be fancy, because
Right.
that's not how it works, especially if someone has an extra cheat meal. What am I really changing, right? In a prep, we have a time sensitive, we have a goal. We gotta do what it takes to get to the goal, so.
Yeah. Have the cravings hit you hard yet? Yes, they have. Best ways to get over body dysmorphia when you bulk and put on body fat.
So this is a challenging one for many people. I think through experience, understanding what makes someone tick, right? Everyone has their different set point of how fat they're willing to get before they think they're fat, quote unquote, right? Some people are still lean and think they are gross, right?
Right.
I am someone that growing up, I was always fat. So for me, my level of conditioning that I would consider awful for off season is still leaner than most people, right? So it gets to a point to where I just want someone to be happy. If you are worried about taking your shirt off and you're not confident, do I think that person's gonna go into the gym every day and perform well? No. So understanding what makes someone tick, what psychological tactics I can use to encourage someone to stay on their plan and give them goals. Some people are very goal oriented, so I say, hey, for the next 8 weeks, this is the goal that we have at hand to get stronger. If we have a weight, I try not to stay numerically based and say, hey, you have to gain 10 pounds. If someone is always really lean, you know, then maybe I'll use numerical numbers to try to push them in a way. But that's the challenging thing, is just keeping someone, figuring out what makes them happy. If your goal is to, hey, I want to turn pro, and I know they're very undersized, it's being realistic. Like, hey, you can spend the next 2 years in a off-season, improvement season, you can call it if you'd like, or you can try to put on some size, diet down, and this process may turn into 5 or 6 years.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I mean, body dysmorphia is a tough one because, like, it's called dysmorphia for a reason. You're not actually being logical. I mean, a big part of it is just being aware that you have it. Yeah. And, like, if you, on paper, are, like, bulking for a week and then you're scared that you're getting fat, so then you cut for a week and then you're scared that you're getting small, so then you bulk for a week and you're scared that you're getting fat, you know something needs to change. And I think a good part of that, like a good fix to that, is getting a coach, because a coach is going to be objective with you and tell you what you do need to work on, but they're also going to be objective in the sense that they're going to tell you that, like, you don't actually look bad. You look better than 99% of people. So it always helps to have, like, another set of eyes that is, like, more objective. Why doesn't Kyle have a YouTube? I've looked everywhere.
lack of confidence and wanting to put time into something, right? I know at this point I could probably do decent, right? I try to stay humble. Like I'm sure there's people out there that are more knowledgeable and better than me for sure that I learned from, but the excuse I always use is I just don't have someone to film me. But as I mentioned to you earlier,
You can always do sit-down vids like this, though, or
Yeah.
like vlogging is kind of weird and it's awkward, but
I guess for me to get started, I know like anything in life, once I get started, get the ball rolling, and it picks up traction, I can keep it going. But it's more so like, Kyle, we need you to do X, Y, and Z. And then I'm like, okay, cool, I did it. I kicked ass, like I'm ready to roll.
Right.
You know?
So guys, comment below what kinds of topics you would like to see if Kyle started a YouTube channel. Would you like to see more vlog style stuff? Would you like to see more training based, more sit down informative stuff? All three. Give them some ideas in the comments. What do you take to keep your hair on cycle? I mean, personally, I just take finasteride. It just prevents testosterone from converting into DHT. So that's a pretty simple one. But then there's other compounds where finasteride's not gonna help because something that's a DHT derivative, for example, is your body already recognizes it as DHT. So there's no conversion it has to undergo to be bad for your hair. So I try to limit those compounds just because I don't have the best hair genetics. And then besides that, I do ketoconazole shampoo. It helps a little bit, probably moves the needle. You just put it in your hair, let it sit for like 10 minutes and then rinse it out while you're washing the rest of your body. You have any tactics you use? Or
I would say just don't abuse certain drugs. If you're going to be on Winstrol, Proviron, and Masteron for 16 plus weeks, you can expect by the end of the 16 weeks you will have a little difference in your scalp.
Yeah. What is the main difference you feel having someone guide you on a diet? I mean, it's basically just like you have to be accountable to someone else. And it's not just about the money, like, oh, I paid this guy, therefore I should get my money's worth. It's also like you feel accountable to someone else, someone that's kind of gonna like judge you if you fuck up. So sometimes being accountable to just yourself isn't really enough, especially if you're kind of like lazy and you can justify things easily, both of which I do. I can justify, oh, well, like this is the same macros, so fuck it. But having a coach is like, you have to be accountable to him too, not just yourself. So I think it just definitely helps me adhere to the plan. And also, obviously, kind of don't need to mention this part, but stuff like water manipulation, I don't know how to do that on my own. Salt manipulation, I don't really know how to do that on my own. Carbing up before the show, exactly when to eat carbs, what kind of carbs to eat. I don't know how to do that on my own. So close to the show, it's going to be very important. But even far from the show, it's still like just having someone to hold you accountable. All right, last question. Does sugar intake matter relative to carb intake?
Yeah, for sure. If you're having sugars if you're just drinking Coke all day, or you're eating rice, you're gonna feel a little different. Your composition's gonna change drastically if you're just having sugars throughout the day. Your glucose levels are gonna go up and down, be erratic. You know, for some people that, let's just say they're predisposed to having acne, things like that, when you have, fluctuations like this with your blood sugar, that could also lead to problems with acne, stuff like that.
That's something I've noticed is just these huge meals, anything that doesn't digest well, anything that's inflammatory, anything that sits in your gut, festering, anything that's bad for your gut is bad for your skin. And since getting on prep, everything is very clean, and my skin has also cleared up a lot to the point where you guys have even been saying in videos, asking for my skincare routine. It's like, I don't have one, I just have been on prep. All right, that is gonna wrap up the Q&A. We gotta go have our pre-workout meal, head over to the gym, and my car wash is also done, so I gotta go pay him. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the training. I hope you enjoyed the Q&A. Thank you for coming on the Q&A.
Thank you.
And sharing your mind. If you wanna support me, you can check the description. My support links are in the description. Code JAM for basically everything. Besides Anabar is code MOG. I split that with Soosh 50/50. And yeah, please like the video if you haven't already. Comment below, helps boost the algorithm. And subscribe, because we're almost at 100K, and it would be cool to hit it before my show. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.